Hello everyone. Hi. Sorry, my voice seems a bit off today. Hi. Hello everyone. It is time. 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 I am sorry. I am sorry. Sorry. I'm sorry for being late for this one. I was very sleepy. I was so eepy. Also, thank you for the gift sub there. Yes, I was damn exhausted. I don't know why. I have an inkling as to why, but I don't really know why, and I just could not get up in time for the chapter stream. I'm sorry. Because I said last stream I had, usually I stream like the second the chapter comes out. I don't know what happened. I was super sleepy. I was super sleepy, but it is chapter time. Again, for some reason my voice is a little bit off. I don't know why. It's a bit rugged. I don't know why. I do not vape. I do not smoke. I just yap, and my voice seems to be a bit rough today. So I'm sorry, gang. I want to blame it on I had to record a video and it took me like 4 hours. So, but yes, hello everyone. I have not been spoiled for today's chapter. I'm not getting sick. I should not be getting sick. I can feel when I'm getting sick. I do not think I'm getting sick. Thank you, the Perona look. Fashion icon. Perona, not me. I better not be getting sick. I don't have time. I don't have time to get sick. There's Christmas, there's work, there's New Year's. Oh, my little hair poking out. Oh my goodness, what is this? Anyways, yeah, I don't have the time. I will bat that sickness away with my bare hands if I have to. Ouch. Certified fictional pirate yapper. It is my job. Like, it is actually my job. So yeah, certified official pirate yapper. All right. Sorry for my squeaky eeky microphone. Let's get into chapter 1133. Do we have a, before I begin, do we have a break? Do we have a break next week? Do we have a break? Does anyone know? We do? Oh, thank God. Thank God. Thank God we have a break. No, break good. Break good. Break is very good. Break is very good. Guidelines regarding my YouTube avatar. I think the only guideline is just nothing NSFW. I think that would be my only guideline. Please, nothing sexual. Unless it's funny, nothing sexual. Nothing overtly like, you know, NSFW. But anything else is fine. Go crazy. Sorry, many noises out right now at midnight. Break after? No, I'm happy for the break. I'm happy for the break. I'm big happy for the break. But yeah, oh, I'm so excited. I'm so big excited for this. Okay, chapter 1133. I read on Shona Jump's official site, if you would like to join me. The corn harvest. I know, right? She's so squeaky. Who said that? No, nothing offensive, whoever said that. Stop that. I know you know I don't mean that. I know you know. Anyways, chapter 1133. Hello, mods. Thank you for joining. Alright. Oh, I'm so excited. Oh. Holden attacks. So it was one of Kato's boys. Right. I feel like we should... I'm sure some people guessed with the Yamato thing. So it is a beast pirate. It was Holden. The whole time. Kind of an insignificant character, but I'm gonna laugh if he comes back. Oh my god. Oh my god. Why are you so squeaky? I'm gonna need to get some help for that. Sorry for the squeaks. Anyways. Oh. Hi. We just started. Don't worry, everyone. We just got here. Oh. Yeah, I wouldn't verse Yamato if I were Holden at all. At all. At all. What is the chapter name? Nice Things. Nice Things. That's a cute name. That's so sweet. What? Nice things are good. Alright, 20. I want you to praise me. Interesting. I like nice things. But I want you to praise me. That's interesting. Interesting. I wonder why. Yeah, this time around. I wonder why. Oh, sorry, my schnoz. Alright, whatever, we'll get into it. 22 years ago, this scene in Ohara, it chilled me to my spine. That was an atrocity. The evacuation ship packed with innocent civilians suddenly exploded and went down in flames. Oh my god, what are you— suddenly exploded? No. No, who suddenly exploded a civilian ship? What? What? Who would do that? Obviously not the Marines. Could be anyone. Could be anyone. Could be anyone. To my dying day, I'll never forget the sounds of the screams that emerged from the fire. Jesus. And Nico Robin did that. Not only that, but several other battleships were also sunk. She's a demon in the body of an 8-year-old girl. Oh my god. They blamed Robin for blowing up civilian ships in Ohara. Holy shit. That is just so evil. That is unbelievably evil. Whoops. Jesus Christ. That's just so evil. She was just a child. Wow. Anyways, the government won't go into detail about the story. Well, I wonder why. The truth is so shocking and brutal that it will traumatize children. Jesus Christ. Wow. Oh, the misery. If you see her, don't approach, just tell the authorities. What? There's a criminal on this island. I met her. She had the eyes of a killer. Oh. She's got the brain of a veteran scholar, but no human emotions to go with it. Oh my god. This is so sad. Look at that bounty. Grab your guns and let's hunt her down. Don't be fooled by appearances. Your mercy is wasted on her. She uses freakish sorcery. Catch her as quickly as you can. I can't sleep at night knowing she's out there. I wish she'd just die already. Why can't the Navy hurry up and finish her off? She's a menace to the world. Live, Robin. This is fucked up. Wow, Oda is not pulling his punches anymore. Like, he already wasn't, but now it's like... he's like amping up the world government, and also, you know, what the fucking Marines did, what Akainu did, as just fucking beyond evil, right? Like, he is making sure there is no argument to be had. There is not any argument to be had. The world government is fucked. Oh yeah, I'm looking at that cliff edge. I'm looking at that cliff edge. I'm not feeling very good about it. This is just fucked. Yeah. Thank you. Listen carefully, Robin. You are all alone right now, but someday without a doubt you will meet friends. But Saul, I'm so scared. Everyone scares me. When it's unbearable, remember what I taught you. Just laugh like this. It's not there. What do you think? What do you think you're... Dereshishi. I hear she travels from town to town, killing and robbing people. Wait. Hang on, I'm feeling it. Because okay, listen. I wondered for the longest time, why did adult Robin never say Dereshishi? Hello, Wiggles. It's the Robin chapter. But I was wondering for the longest time, why did Robin never say Dereshishi as an adult? And now I'm realizing it's because when she was with the Straw Hat, she was never in an unbearable situation. She had no need to Dereshishi. Like, she wasn't in pain when she was with them. She loved being with them. She was having fun. And now I'm realizing this, right? Because I was like, oh, kind of weird that Oda never made her Dereshishi. But now I know. The second she met the Straw Hats, it's because she didn't have to. Right? Oh. 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 The Straw Hats were truly like the happiest memory she had ever gotten, right? Like at the time before Ohara's explosion. Like she still didn't have the best life on Ohara, but she had Clover and the professors. Oof. Anyways, yeah, she drew Ohara on the map. I hear she travels from town to town, killing and robbing people. She lowers their defenses with her childish looks and slits their throats in the night. Ugh, it's insane. I wish she'd just die. Oh, Dereshishi. Stupid brat deserves to be dead in a ditch somewhere. Just go away forever. Oh. This is so Hang on. Wait, I know this is about Robin, but I just have to say, Ace and Robin would have gotten along so fucking well. They would have gotten along so fucking well, right? If the two of them got to talking about their pasts. Thank you for the subs, by the way. Thanks to Volchikun for the gift sub. That is she. True, she gets along with Bonnie now. Anyways. Present day Elbaf New World. Huh, a port on top of a tree. Are we on the sea or clouds? Ready to dock. This is the port of the Western Village. It's sea clouds. Welcome back, captains. You took so long we got worried. Why? It simply beggars the mind. Everything is on a different scale. What a grand sight. Yee wow. Oh, sorry, I'm just looking at the art. Just enjoying it, you know? And they're here too. Oh, hey you guys, look at this. Isn't it wild? Yeah. Oh, Robin and Bonnie are so cute. They are so cute. I'm sobbing. They're so cute. It's a svar. Oh my god, how do I say this? Is that how you say it? Please, I don't know how to pronounce anything like Nordic. Is it svar? That's how you say it? I know I will get bullied. I will get bullied if I say this wrong in like a video. It always happens. So I assume it is svar. Yes? Close enough. Okay, good. You don't understand. I get so bullied. I get so bullied if I don't pronounce this shit right. Svar. Okay. A mist ship that uses the buoyancy of island clouds to sail. It's all amazing. How is this place so amazing? Surely something with Nami is going to be like around that. Sorry, there are trams going by outside. But surely, right? Like there's a lot of like, I'm seeing a lot of sailing and weather methods happening here on Elbaf right now. And I'm hoping that that has something to do with like Nami's navigation education. It's all amazing. How is this place so amazing? The climate on Elbaf is simply perfect. Island clouds, sea clouds, bubbles, rainbows hovering. Rainbows hovering? Oh, this is not a double page spread. Oh, it kind of is. Sorry, I just saw a little Sanji. He's like this big. He's like this big. And it made me go, oh. Oh, and Chopper's sitting on Stanson's horn. Wait, they're all so little. Why is Chrono being crucified? Oh my goodness, please. I'm sorry, I haven't read anything yet. I'm looking at the art, it's making me giggle. Oh my goodness. Where's Zoro in this mix? Of course he moved over to the man's hand. Sorry. Anyways. Anyways. I didn't mean to hone in on him. I just saw the hearts. Okay. Straw Hat. Usoland. I forgot about that. Straw Hat, Usoland, and friends, I'm glad to see you here in Elbaf. I knew you changed your hair, Robin. I see you've been getting into the Elbaf swing of things too. I love you girls. Oh my god. I love One Piece girls. I love One Piece girls. Oh, they're just so girls. Right? They're just so girls. Women. It's love your hair, love your fit. So true. Sorry, squeaky. So true. It's just so true, girls. Good to see you again, Hairuden. Luffy remembered his name. Must have left an impression. I've heard tell of all your exploits. You're an emperor of the sea now. That's the fleet captain we all look up to. I'll give you full introductions later, but for now, the four of us are the new giant pirates at your service. 5. Oh. Look, I know Roto's a creep, but I do feel a little bit bad for him. I know he's a creep, but it never feels good to be excluded. Like, I know he's weird. Okay, I know. But that can, like, you're meant to be a crew, you know? Like, it's funny, but I also feel bad. Like, I don't know. If you're meant to be a crew, like, that's not what a crew is, you know? I don't know. I just feel a little bit bad about it. But whatever. Maybe it's just me. Yeah, I know he's not good, okay? I know he's no good. I get it. It's just that when you're part of a crew, your crew's meant to, like, be together and love each other, right? That's what we've learned through the Straw Hat. So it just makes me feel bad. I don't even like Roto. I don't even like him. Like, I don't. That exclusion hurts, okay? It hurts. I just think it's a little bit mean. Like, why is he even on the crew at this point, you know? If they really dislike him that much. Perhaps. Anyways, nice to meet you. I said I didn't need you to follow me. Who cares? We'll do it anyway. Dega gaga. Who said I didn't need you to follow me? What? Luffy? What? Hang on, what's he saying? I'm confused. What's he saying that about? Who followed him? Who followed him? What? Hairuden? Oh, that's what he means. Oh, my bad. Oh my god, I thought he meant, like, follow me now to where we are. And I was like, what the fuck is he talking about? Okay, alright, so that's right. Okay, I understand. Okay. I was lost. I was lost there. I was lost. I was like, what do you mean? You wouldn't have gotten to Elbaf. Anyways. Yeah, Jinbe and Goldberg look so cute, actually. Sorry, Sanji's really cute. I have to say it. Of course I have to say it. I feel sick. Oop. Yeah, it just means the Grand Fleet. I got caught up there. Anyways, oh my god, sorry, there's like hair in my nose. Oh my god, the crucified Roto is doing me in. Like, why are they making such an example out of him? Anyways. The little Sanji's killing me. I'm sorry. Oh my goodness. He's just in the corner going, yeah. It's cute. It's so cute. I'm sorry. He's just like a little thing. Anyways, the news about how you beat Big Mom over in 1-0 made waves over here, and we never pay attention to the outside. That's ominous. Right? That is not a good thing. Oda, like, specified we never pay attention to the outside. Yeah, that's a That's a big I'm not sure about that. That's not good. That's like 1-0, yeah. Roto is not my favorite. It's just making me laugh. I don't like him. This is not me saying I don't like him like the way I say about Sanji. I'm serious. I don't like him. He is just interesting with like, why the fuck is he being like, why is he like this? Why is he being so crucified? Anyways, my point is, yeah, that's sus. That's a bit ominous. We never pay attention to the outside. Anyways, Big Mom. I was friends with Lin long ago, but she did something unforgivable to Elbaf. Oh. Big Mom mentioned, by the way. 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 Big Mom mentioned, by the way, and no Kaido mention. By the way, just saying. Just saying. Just saying. Just saying. How curious. How curious. How curious. How curious. Big Mom is the one who matters to them, right? Why would they care about Kaido and Elbaf, right? It's almost like I kept saying that. The reason I'm saying this is because every time I said Big Mom's gonna definitely be back for Elbaf, the amount of people that would be worried about Kaido. I don't fucking know. I don't care about Kaido at this point. Kaido can sit in his little ball of lava. In his underground magma tunnel. But it's not Kaido that matters here. They are separate characters. Big Mom already being brought up is crazy work. We are obviously now meant to be thinking about Big Mom, right? Big Mom. It's about Big Mom. Anyways. Also, Girth being friends with Lin as well. Hey, you can catch up with them after a toast title then. First, let's eat and drink. Yeah, no, Luffy's definitely confused because he did not beat Big Mom. And this is what I'm saying. Luffy has to beat Big Mom. No, Foily, I agree. I agree. Luffy is confused because he did not beat Big Mom. That wasn't him. Like, Luffy personally did not take out Big Mom.
Howdy do, boys!
Alliance or no, that was not Luffy specifically. And again, this is why I'm saying Luffy has to fight Big Mom. It just has to happen. He said he would beat her in Fishman Island. He said he would beat her to Katakuri. He made a promise to Katakuri. And now she's being brought up again in Elbaf. I'm just saying, Big Mom is not done. It doesn't make sense. Again, if he doesn't beat Big Mom, that means that he breaks his promise to Katakuri. Big Mom should 1000% come back. She, in my opinion, she's the one that must be coming back. If anyone's gonna come back, it's Big Mom. She has so much interest around her, around who she is, how the fuck she did anything she did, even as a child that she was, right? She has always been the most interesting. I'm sorry. Always has. And she has a connection to Elbaf. I'm telling you, we're gonna get a lot more Big Mom. And now we know Loki wanted to marry Lola. The fact that Lola and Loki are a thing, or were a thing, means Big Mom has already been incorporated into Elbaf and the story because of Loki and Lola. It's just, she's not done. She's not done. Anyways, You can well, like, and also Pudding said Big Mom's not dead. Pudding said that. If her children are saying Big Mom's not dead, I believe them. Because it's like Luffy. Whenever the Straw Hats say Luffy's not dead, what do? We believe them. Because they know Luffy. Her children know her. If Pudding is saying Big Mom's not dead, Big Mom isn't dead. Also, thank you for liking my One Piece videos. Yeah, I don't think Nami has the Big Mom Vibra card anymore. Anyways, what I'm saying is, will Big Mom come back in Elbaf? I don't know. She's definitely not dead. Oda has dropped way too many hints. She's not dead. And watch as Big Mom comes back and people say fake out death. I'm telling you, it's gonna happen. Anyways, let's keep reading. First, let's eat and drink. We've got a whole mountain of food sized for us. Gabba baba. Come into the pub. Yeah, I'm food. I'm starving. Yeah, I've been so amped up that I'm running on empty. Oh, who's talking? Robin? Hey, Luffy. Southwest of the Western Village. I can go on my own. Not gonna happen. I want to see this. Yes, so do I. Me too. I'm just seeing the sights. Obviously, she's gonna meet, Saul, but Jinbe's fucking killing me. I'm just here to see the sights. I'm just here to travel, Robin. Like, I'll come with you, but you know, I'm gonna take some photos. Jinbe's the dad that has his, like, camera. Alright, kids, huddle together. Say cheese. I'm just here for the vibes. I'm just seeing the sights. I love you, Jinbe. He's so funny. I love him. I'm telling you, he's gonna, like, take a photo of Robin and Saul. I'll go, aw, he's got a scrapbook. Dr. Saul wanted to show you the library, Robin, so we're taking you to the school below it. Thank you for guiding us there, Girth. It's my pleasure. It's a long trip. Sorry. Chopper on Girth's head. As you all know, I'm trying to see where Sanji is now. Where has he gone? Where is he sitting? I can't see him. Suspicious. Anyways, listen, Robin, the thing about being captain is you have to pay your respects to everyone who's helped out your crew. So true. So true. Next to Luffy, Stripey. Isn't that Usopp? I think that's Usopp. What? Where did you learn that? It's the honorable thing to do, duh. Duh. Robin and Bonnie are so sweet. Oh, I didn't know Robin and Bonnie would, like, have that connection, so that's very cute. That's a good point. We can wait on the toast. Bring Saul back with you. In the meantime, I'll prepare that special mousse for you. Take your time, folks. Duh. Sorry, I love these houses. I love the environment. Warriors have to study hard too. Dr. Saul mostly teaches classes on history and various books. That's the Warriors' Spring, and right by it is the Owl Library. Spring? It looks like a beach. Yes, it's a sandy beach caused by part of the tree becoming fossilized and eroded. It doesn't have tides, but the waterfalls from the spring cause waves to lap on the shore. It's an ocean. Now, why are we being specified this? What do you mean it's eroded? Is that part of the huge tree? And it's been eroded. That's tree old? That's like specific information that we are being told about this. It's part of world building, but that's just like, that's a lot of information. But anyways, okay, let's go find him. Then we can take Saul back to the pub. Stop! This is Robin's moment. My heart is racing. Oh. Sorry. Oh, the art's really good. Oh no, it's Dr. Saul. He's fallen and he won't get up. I've fallen. Are you kidding me? We just got here. We're coming for a reunion 22 years in the making and this happens now. That's so true. Are you kidding me? I'm a doctor. I'll handle this. Where's the patient? Oh, Chop is evolved. Chop is evolved. Usually he'd say, oh my god, where's the doctor? But now he knows. Now he knows. Where's the patient? This is your time to shine. Chopper, we're all counting on you. He's over there. He just fell over and... Oh, you fool. Don't say that. The poor guy's sick. This is so cute. This is so cute. I'll be fine. Let me go on my own. You all stay here. Huh? But are you sure, Robin? Robin, I got all nervous for nothing. Her little dress is so cute, by the way. Oh, this is so cute. This is so cute. What is this? Growl. This is so cute. Dereshishi, how's that? Did I shock you? Oh, what a shocker, Robin. Oh my goodness. Oh, this panel's gorgeous of Robin. Oh no, I can't, you can't really see it, but that one. The one next to her being a bibbing is such a good panel. Robin. Oh, Dereshishi, sorry, I wasn't sure how I should greet you, but you're not a kid anymore. Haha, and you still have that silly laugh. That's so sweet, because you have Robin wanting to cut her fringe to make sure Saul remembers her, and then you have Saul showing, you know, just how much he remembers her with or without her appearance by doing the like reenacting their first meeting. That is so sweet. Dereshishi, yup, still don't know how to laugh. Now let me get a good peek at you. Why, look at how lovely you are now. You remind me of Olvia. You're just like her, huh? Like my mother. We cannot give up on the future of the world. You will understand someday. You got her gentle eyes, Robin. Oh. Her gentle eyes? Wow, what a thing to say to her. That is such a thing to say to her, because her eyes used to be like dead. Right? They used to just be dead. Because, oh, he did lose his leg. But yeah, they used to be dead because she was dead inside, and now he's saying your eyes look so gentle. That is so sweet. Anyway, did you hear Vegapunk's message? I was there on the island, but I couldn't really make it out. I had to learn about it from the paper. Well, when he said, history is told by the winners, those words came from Ohara. If they were left to be buried in history, they would have vanished without being heard. The scholars of Ohara sent out their voices, and Vegapunk's a scientist. He doesn't speak on good and evil. But he gave his life to pass those voices on. It's a huge step forward made possible by Ohara's and Vegapunk's sacrifices. I'm sure it means a big change for the future, yes. Oh, your sacrifice too. Does it hurt? Dereshishi, bet you can't believe I made it! Oda's looking right into the camera. Bet you can't believe I made it! Next thing I knew, I was drowning in the sea. I guess the flames of the island melted the ice and dropped me in. I didn't find out you were still alive until a bit later. Wow, it's almost like that's what I said. Oh, I'm sorry. People thinking being surprised that Saul was alive is still shocking to me. Because I said it before and I'll say it again. When I watched Saul get frozen on a burning island, I was like, he's on a burning island. How is that going to kill him? I was like, I don't know how that would kill him. The whole island is burning around him. It feels obvious, right? I remember thinking, this is stupid if this kills him. Anyways. I guess the flames... Okay, I didn't find out you were still alive until a bit later, and the things they were saying about you, oh, it made me so mad. I don't want to talk about the bad things. Instead, Saul, I want to hear nice things about how I survived. Dereshishi. No kidding. A tiny child like you on the run from the entire world. Oh, the hug. Oh, oof. Bless you for being alive, Robin. 22 whole years. Bless you for surviving. Bless you for coming to me. Oh, for coming to see me. Oh my god, that's crazy shit. Wow, living is worth it. That's crazy. That's crazy. Damn. Yo, oh my god, living is worth it? No. What? This can't be what One Piece is about. This can't be what One Piece is about. One Piece is about loving life? What? Why do I have to live anyway? Mother, Professor Saul, I just want to die. I want to die. Oh my god. Oh, I missed you so much, Saul. Why did my thing close? Fuck off. Open, you bitch. My chapter just closed. It couldn't take it. My chapter said, I want to die. Oh, everyone crying. Except for fucking Zoro, of course. I'm sick of this guy. I'm sick of this guy. Anyways. I missed you so much, Saul. Dereshishi, I missed you too. Oh, that is so sweet. What an this is such a feel-good chapter. What an incredible chapter. And everyone crying for Robin is such a sweet reaction too. Man. Wow. Oh. This is such a good chapter to end on before a break. Wow. Oh. I wouldn't say this reunion is similar to Sabo, no. I don't think it's really similar at all. I'll be honest. This reunion is just Robin's. I don't really think there's any similarities here. I think this is just all out, right? All out gorgeous. Sorry, Zoro clearly like looking back at all of them crying. I'm sick of this guy. Oh my god, Zoro, it's okay to feel emotion and cry. No, this is an incredible One Piece chapter. I know some people were saying it, I totally disagree that Saul should have died because blah blah blah. Saul existing, and this is something that I think is so important. A character existing or still being alive does not negate the hard, tough, and bad times that Robin went through. Saul being alive does not negate the shit that she had to go through. Saul being alive doesn't stop the fact that the world was hunting down Robin. I do not understand why people want Saul to be dead and say, oh, but Saul being dead would make it more impactful. We are reading a chapter where Robin remembers how much she wanted to die. She has not seen this man in 22 years and she's hugging him, crying and saying, I missed you so much. How the fuck does that lessen any impact? It doesn't lessen any impact. This just makes you glow. This makes you happy. This is why when it's like Oda isn't trying to write a tragedy. There are tragic elements in what he's doing. But at the end of the day, he doesn't want to write a sad story. And this is just so obvious. This is so obvious. He wants us to feel good. He wants us to read Robin's story and say, just like her, I want to live. I want to be able to survive. And who knows? Maybe these connections that you used to have can come back around. Right? Exactly. Saul and Saul being alive is a reward. It's a reward and it's a happiness for Robin. It's just, this is such a gorgeous chapter. The bless you for being alive, bless you for surviving, bless you for coming to see me. Those are just those are incredible sentences. The fact that they both mimicked their beginnings as well. Like, Robin was so worried that Saul wouldn't recognize her. But the second she sees Saul's mimicking their meeting. Meaning, you know, he has been thinking about her as well all this time. Oh, that is so cute. That is so sweet. Sob. Man. Yeah, she wasn't Dereshishi. Oops. She had no need to Dereshishi. She's happy. The hug got me so bad. Oof. Oh. This is what One Piece is all about, man. This is truly what One Piece is all about. Oh, it's about the happiness. Stop it. Oh my god. It's about the happy times. The whole crew crying is really getting me. It's so cute. God, so true. I'm sure Jinbei was having a chuckle. I was gonna say she also changed her clothes to match her outfit as a kid too. I love the dress though. Also pulling Luffy down as well, Nami. Pulling Luffy down is really funny. Oh man. Now, Luffy's saying you have to pay your respects to everyone who's helped out your crew. And Robin's saying, where did you learn that? Where did he learn that? I assume he did actually learn that from someone. It was Ace? That's right. Thank you. God, it was in like in the back of my mind that I was trying to remember. Ace certainly does make the most sense, yes. Because Ace thanked his crew. Or Luffy's crew. Oh my god, I'm sick of this. I need some WD-40. Hank Hill, please. I must say, and I'm not trying to be like, oh, official, blah, blah, but praise me for staying alive. I do think is a bit odd, I'm not gonna lie. Because that sounds very demanding. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm not like, I don't know. I can see why that wasn't translated in the way it was, because that just sounds, it feels entitled, right? Praise me for staying alive. I don't know. That's just, that sounds very rough. That does sound very rough, I think. I'm not. You think that's the point? I don't know, but like, are we praising Robin? I don't think Nice Things was the title to go with. I'm just saying the praise me for staying alive does sound a bit... I'm not sure if that does translate well. I would have titled this chapter I'm Alive, personally. I think. Like, if I had to title this, I would have titled this I'm Alive. I understand her being praised by Saul, I get that. I do understand that. But I don't think that that title does that justice. Like, praise me for being alive, I think it does feel a bit heavy. Not heavy, but just forceful. Like, yeah, it feels like we're missing some context. I'm sure it sounds better in Japanese. I'm just gonna put this down to I just don't think it translates well. Either way. I just don't think it does. I mean, I'm alive sounds cheesy, but I don't know. I think the language barrier is kind of fucking up this title. I just think that's a bit of an odd title, honestly. I think it's just the word praise me. Like that sounds, you know? Tell me I did a good job. I think that's better. I think praise is just, that's a big word. Like it is a minor nitpick. I know it's a minor nitpick. But this is what we talk about. Like, I'm not saying, oh, this ruined it. It didn't ruin it. It's not Oda's fault. I just genuinely think this is a translation barrier problem. No, I understand it's a childlike mentality. What I'm saying is Robin didn't really have that. Like, I'm not sure what that title is, like, exactly coming from, personally. Like, if it were Robin, it'd be, you know, please praise me or something. It wouldn't be praise me, you know what I mean? Like, I just think that the word praise is like heavy in terms of, like, you know, especially with One Piece and like gods and shit. I think that's not the best word to use. Praise is just that's a very religious feeling word. Foily, I get it. That would be a better title. I want to be praised by you. But I'm saying, praise me. That's a bit odd to me. Personally, I'm just saying that's a bit odd. Yeah, aren't you going to praise me for staying alive? But then, of course, that title's longer. Right? Where are my compliments? Yeah, it does come off a bit bratty, and not in the way that Robin was when she was a child, is the thing. I just think it's a translation issue. I think no matter what, it would not have been translated well. Because that's just, I just don't think it sounds right in English. Just to praise me, it just sounds a lot like a lot. It's the language barrier. In Viz, the title is Nice Things. I agree that should not be the title for this chapter either. Nice Things is a bit, it doesn't exactly encompass this chapter. But like I said, I just think overall there's just a language barrier here. It's not the way I'm saying it, it's the way I'm reading it. Like, it does sound bratty. I don't think that Robin sounds like that. There were a lot of nice things in the chapter. Look, when I see the word, like, it's just the fact there's not even like a please or a I want to. It's just praise me. Like, it's a bit rough to me. It's just a bit rough to me. Did I do a good job? Yeah, something like that. Yeah, like I want to be praised. There needed to be something that it had to be something like that. I want to be praised would have been like so much better. Bring glory to my name right now. I do understand where the title Nice Things comes from. That title is just a little bit underwhelming. Nice Things, look, all I'm saying is if I read this chapter, because what did TCB say it was? TCB said it was the praise me now, whatever the fuck it was. If I read that as the title chapter, I'd be like, whoa, what are we getting into? What are we getting into? I want you to praise me. Yeah, that sounds a lot better. It's the want. It's not the demand, right? I think the first way just sounds like a demand, and I think that's the problem. It was just praise. Oh, so no one got this title right, did they? I see. Yeah, I'm just gonna say this was definitely this was definitely a wall. Praise me would not be Sanji, that would be Zoro. If anyone's got a praise me attitude, it's probably Zoro. Or Luffy, for that matter. There's a big difference between praise me and I want you to praise me. I want you to praise me is framed more as a please. You know? As a can you? But praise me just sounds like praise me! Like, it's just very forward. It's very, yeah, it's like a request. It's a wish. But when you go, praise me, that sounds very forceful to me. Like, praise you, Jesus. That just sounds like a lot. But yeah, I am going to say that since both the officials and the unofficials seem to be wonky with it, I'm going to say that it's a language barrier thing. I'm going to say that I think this was a difficult one to translate. But who cares? Who cares? Who cares? This was a beautiful chapter. Who gives a damn? Who gives a shit? Want is still a demand, but it's still a request to say, I want you to praise me. It's like saying, I want you to love me, right? Like, imagine the difference between, like, I want you to love me and love me! Right? Like, there's a big difference. There's a big difference there. I want you to praise me and praise me! There's a big difference. There's a huge difference in my opinion. Maybe it's just me. Yeah, I want you to get this versus get this. Anyways, it feels like there was a bit of a wonkiness going on here. But hey, that's what happens when you can't speak the original language. We'll always miss things. We'll always miss things. That's the unfortunate language barrier that we have. This chapter says we have a new big trio. Shut up. Just shut up. I'm so sick of you guys. You have got to be being ironic, right? It's a joke at this point. Why? Because Sanji cried? Because he has feelings and emotions? Shut up. God, you people are annoying. If you're serious, get out. Just get out. I'm so tired of this shit. How many times does it have to be confirmed that Sanji is a fucking wing to Luffy? How many goddamn times? I'm just sick of it. I am so sick of it. Just say you hate him at this point. Like, Sanji cries and people are suddenly on his ass. Why? Because he's emoting, which we know is one of his strong points, that he emotes, that he cries. Zoro is an issue for not crying. Zoro has a fucking problem. He's got a problem. He needs to cry. I'm telling you, Zoro's going to have a moment where he cries because he has an issue. It's just insane. Just anyone will do anything they possibly can to remove Sanji from any kind of significant role he has. Why? Like, why? Because he's emoting? This is the most toxic masculine, like, argument I've ever heard in my life. Oh, he's crying. That means he's just not part of a strong trio. Shut up. Shut up. You guys are such losers if you think that. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of pulling my punches. You're a loser if you think that. If you think not crying makes you strong, what the fuck are you reading? Like, what are you reading? One Piece is... We literally just got a whole chapter where everyone is in touch with their emotions. Feeling so much with the happiness they have right now. The issue are the ones that didn't cry. Luffy didn't cry because he's just happy for Robin. He's been through this before with Sabo. He's happy for her. Jinbe's an old soul. I'm sure Jinbe's having a good laugh right now, right? I'm sure he is. Zoro has a fucking issue. He's immature. He's emotionally suppressed. He couldn't even admit that he was worried about Sanji and Zoro. And we know he was because Luffy said that to him. Zoro is childish. He's immature. If you think crying makes you a man, if you think crying doesn't make you a man, you're a child. That is the most childish thing you could ever possibly think. It is a good thing to cry. It is a good thing. No, Zoro not crying is not fine. He needs to cry. Zoro has a problem. He has a huge problem. He has a huge emotional problem. We even saw that with Vegapunk and Egghead when he said, "Oh, what is Luffy crying for?" He has such an issue. He has such an issue. And a healthy man, a healthy person doesn't say that. The three who were in front of Robin and looking, it's because they didn't turn around and cry. It has nothing to do with the Monster Trio. Also, the Monster Trio is not even an official thing. You guys are just making shit up. You know what is official? The wings of the fucking Pirate King. Why is this even an argument? There is no Monster Trio. It's a fandom made up thing. But the wings of the Pirate King, hey, that's fucking real. Like, what are you guys even talking about? They didn't call them the Monster Trio, they called them monsters. But they didn't say, oh, those three, the Monster Trio. They just said they're monsters. Last time Zoro cried was against Mihawk. He hasn't cried ever since then. He is incredibly emotionally suppressed. Incredibly emotionally suppressed. And again, One Piece is about crying is a good thing. Asking for help is a good thing. Your emotions are a good thing. When Zoro said that thing about Luffy when Luffy was crying over Vegapunk dying, we were not supposed to agree with Zoro. We were never supposed to agree with Zoro. That's Zoro being a dickhead because he obviously feels bad. I don't know how many times I have to say this. When Zoro is being a dickhead, it's because he feels bad. When Zoro is not feeling good or he's feeling upset, he acts out. He acts like a dick. He did it in Zoro as well. He's always been this way. Everyone can express themselves in their own way. And you know how Zoro expresses himself? He acts like an asshole. When he's upset, he acts like an asshole. A healthy person doesn't do that. A healthy person does not do that. He clearly has issues. Like, again, he couldn't even admit that he was worried about Sanji. He couldn't even admit that he was worried about Chopper when Chopper got taken by fucking Foxy. And he said, Chopper, shut up! Stop crying! Man up! Did that help Chopper? In a sense, yes. Was Zoro saying that because he was upset at what happened to Chopper? Yes! There's obviously an issue with Zoro. I'm sick of this. I'm sick of this. People emote in different ways, but the way Zoro does it is not healthy. It is not healthy. He has to be better than this. I'm telling you, Zoro's gonna have a moment where he just breaks. Because it's again, crying in One Piece is good. It's a good thing. We've even fucking seen Jinbei cry when Luffy was sobbing over Ace. Jinbei was crying for Luffy. He has cries before sleep, I'm sure. Yeah. Anyways, it's stupid. It's stupid, okay? Zoro not crying is a bad thing. It is not normal. We know that Zoro can cry. We've seen him cry. After Mihawk beat his ass, he was thinking, Queen never cry, is what he was thinking. And I'm telling you, do you think he associates crying with defeat? I think he does associate it with weakness. I think he does associate crying with weakness. I think he does. And again, that's an issue. Crying is healthy. Crying out of happiness, I don't know if Zoro will do that. But crying just because he has to, yes! Yes! He should. He needs to. It is a healthy thing. He must cry. Like I'm telling you, One Piece tells us crying is a healthy thing. It's a healthy and good thing to cry. We even got that with Vivi. Remember the whole thing with Vivi? She would never cry. Queen never cries. She never cried. She refused to cry until Luffy got it out of her. And he said to Vivi, so princesses can cry too. Zoro needs that. He needs that. I'm telling you. Zoro's gonna have a moment where he cries and all the fucking fans are gonna go, what? What? What do you mean? But he's a man. He shouldn't cry, as if One Piece has been telling us for the longest time. Actually, crying's good. Crying's a good thing. Even Oda's crying. Well, the irony, right? Oops. The thing that got me with like an arc like Whole Cake Island is the whole time Sanji was the one trying to suppress his emotions. He was actively suppressing any kinds of feelings he was having to the best of his abilities. He couldn't hold it back after he fucked up Luffy. After that, he just kept suppressing them as much as he could until Luffy said, you gotta tell me what you really think, and then he cried. And I'm telling you, Zoro does the same thing. Sorry, this was a chapter about Robin. It was a chapter about Robin, but I'm just saying, Zoro not crying, I pay so much attention to that. I always pay attention to that because it is such a specific detail. It is such a specific detail, and it's clearly not a healthy one. It's just not healthy. Like, I'm sorry, anyone who thinks it's a good thing that, or like it's a cool thing that Zoro doesn't cry, you're wrong. You're wrong. You are incorrect. Like this, seeing him not cry in happiness or like just a tear, that it upsets me because I want him to feel. I want him to be able to feel. And I wish he could have. However, seeing Luffy have like an appreciation for Saul and for Robin, that does feel, you know, Sabo-like, because when Luffy first saw Sabo, after he found out Sabo was still alive, he hugged him and he cried. Be there for comfort, Zoro, if he cries. What? If Zoro cried during this chapter, I'd be like, oh shit, what's happened? Jinbei's a different case because, again, he's like an older soul. For Jinbei, we have seen him cry in sadness before. Also, someone said he doesn't have enough context for this situation. And I agree. He hasn't really known Robin that long, has he? I agree with that. I'm sure Jinbei is happy about this as well. But he's chilling. He's just here to see the sights. He's just here to see the sights. Jinbei's got his camera out. He's recording it. What are we talking about? Jinbei in like a little holiday gear. He's got the backpack, he's got the hat. Say cheese, Robin and Saul. I'm new here. What a nice beach. This arc hasn't been too happy. It started pretty rough. This arc started pretty rough. Roto being crucified is so funny. Roto being crucified is incredibly funny. Thriller Bark was before Annie's Lobby. We're not saying Jinbei's new. We're saying that he's known the crew for the least amount of time. Oh, sorry. I said Thriller Bark. Thriller Bark was before. Oh, sorry. After. My fucking bad. I was thinking of Marineford, not Annie's Lobby. My bad. Sorry. Too many world government names. See, now we need Zoro saying to Robin and Saul, stop crying. Stop crying. Oh my god. Shut up. Remember when Hiyori was so happy to find out that Momonosuke was alive? And Zoro was like, fuck, they're loud. Oh my god. God, he's funny. Anyways. Annie's Lobby, Thriller Bark, Marineford, yeah. Jinbei's just having a good time. He's just here having a good time. Yeah, look, you can feel the difference between Zoro and Jinbei's maturity. You can definitely feel that. Roto's being treated like a god. Him being crucified is crazy. I am so interested to know how Roto like got on the crew. Because they're saying that Roto, sorry, there's not really, like, I love Robin and Saul meeting, but there's just not much to say apart from, wow, that's just awesome. You know what I mean? Like, I'm so happy for her. And it's just, this is, like, so many years, not just for her, but for us as well, of culmination, right? Coming together, in regards to, finally get this moment. Which is sweet. Also, fuck you, Oda, for tricking us with Saul falling over.
Ahmed Mohsin.
You bet Zoro will cry and it'll have something to do with Mihawk. I disagree. I don't think it'll have something to do with Mihawk. I think Mihawk, it has to be something outside of Mihawk. Because Mihawk, it's too close to the Master Swordsman thing. It needs to be something much more personal with other people. Right? It needs to be self and crew related. I don't think it should be with Mihawk. Deserves to be congratulated for... What I really liked about the chapter was was Saul saying, you know, thank God you survived all those years. Thank you for being alive. Thank you, saying all of that to, like, Robin. Basically, you know, the showing of the perseverance for how many years. Like, now good things just keep coming Robin's way without fail. So she went through so much pain for 22 years. Right? So much pain. And now finally, all the good things are coming at once. You know, there's a rainbow after the storm and all that kind of shit. Is exactly what this is. So far, Elbaf has been fantastic, yeah. But, sunny days ahead. But yeah, but like, then of course, but what's going to happen in Elbaf now? Like, now I'm worried what is going to be happening in Elbaf. Because we now have Saul teaching history in Elbaf. Elbaf don't seem to care about the outside world. Which is odd. I can't wait to see what that means. I don't think Saul is the man marked by flames, no. The silhouette, yeah. Fully and I was saying it could be one of the samurai that was locked up by Kaido if they survived. Not saying it will be, but that one fucker that everyone thought looked like Zoro, but he didn't. He just had kind of the same face. The blue-haired guy that talked to Yamato when he was a kid. Because he has a Wano hat, which is curious. Like, that's clearly a Wano straw hat. And there's obviously a connection between Wano and Elbaf here. Right? He could be dead. And look, for the longest time, people thought Saul was dead. Now look at us. Never say never, guys. But the only reason I'm saying this is because it being a samurai wouldn't be the craziest of ideas, because Crocus was apparently friendly with the guy. And it was one of Odin's samurai, and Crocus knew Odin. But the fact they have a Wano straw hat means it could have a connection to Wano. Because, like, that is a Wano straw hat. We know this. It's not Shiki. I am so sick of this. It is not Shiki. You guys are driving me nuts. Enough with Shiki. His hair's not the same. He's got a Wano straw hat. And Crocus would not fucking like Shiki. We don't know what it is. But the fact that they have a Wano straw hat. It's not Shiki for numerous reasons. The biggest one is that Crocus had a drink with the guy. Why the fuck would Crocus care to have a drink with Shiki? Roger fucking hated him. And Shiki hated Roger. Like, why would they do that? Can you imagine if it's Yorkie? Look, the fact that he has a Wano straw hat is the most interesting of everything. Because again, that is a Wano hat. We know that that's a Wano hat. Why do they have a Wano hat? Right? It's Laboon. It's Oars Jr. Foxy. Look, I'm either going a samurai or Gaban. Because a samurai would connect us to Elbaf and the strength of Elbaf. There's a clear parallel going on here between Elbaf and Wano. It feels quite obvious. Like the focus on strength is crazy. And we don't care at all about the outside world. Right? There's clearly a little bit more of Wano going on here. And not only that, but you know how many people were complaining about Wano didn't wrap enough up, blah 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 blah. If we had a samurai from Wano and Elbaf, more could be wrapped up about Wano. Because Wano was never supposed to be wrapped up. Like, Wano's going to keep coming back around. In the exact same time. The exact same way all the other islands have been wrapping around. Wano's going to keep being brought up. I want more Kiku, but it's not Kiku. Kiku's 1000% still in Wano. But yeah, look, all I'm saying is I would not be surprised if it's a samurai. I wouldn't be at all. And Foily, we said something about Zoro as well, if it were a samurai, and I can't remember what it was. But it had something to do, obviously, with, like, swordsmanship, especially with Enma. Don't ruin this for me. I can't remember what we said exactly, but I'm definitely putting my bets on it's either Geban or it's a samurai. The samurai could teach Zoro how to cry. It's Deuce. Buggy. D-Clown? It could be a new character. What if it is Lewis on it? What if it is him? Who says it's not? I don't know anything about Masked Deuce. Anything. If it's someone Shanks knows, it's Gaban. It has to be! Come on! Well, the reason it could be Luisana is because if he's been on Elbaf this whole time, has he been stuck in, like, this area of time? We don't know how Elbaf really works. Like, how are the Stinkmen alive? Loki's Stinkmen. When you're on Elbaf, does your own time slow or something? Like, what goes on? Guy warned you not to stay and then stays. Exactly. All I know is the fact they have a straw hat means they have been to Wano. Because again, we know for a fact that that hat is a Wano hat. That's a very specific thing that we have been told multiple times. It was even at the beginning of Egghead where Chopper pulled that hat out. He was like, yeah, the Wano spirit, the samurai is in me. Like, it was the fucking hat. So it's clearly got some kind of Wano connection. Also, the weather being perfect is so interesting. The reason I was so interested in this chapter in the fuck, what was I saying? The waterfall and the erosion of the tree. The reason that is so interesting to me is because that, again, that's just very specific information. There's part of the world building, but why are we being given... Because Oda doesn't just world build, he gives us information for a reason. Right? Like, the drought of Alabaster. Why are we being told about the drought of Alabaster? Oh, because crocodiles like using it. Why are we being told about this tree eroding? But here's the thing, Oda wouldn't have to have explained that. It could have just been a beach. That's why this is so specific to me. Like, if that was going to be a beach, he could have just made it a beach. No one's going to go, what? A beach on, like, Rainbow Land with, like, clouds? Fucking no one's going to, like, question that. That is such a specific thing to bring up. Oh, the reason there's a beach is because the trees are eroding, so the waterfalls... That is so much information. It is not to explain the beach. No one would have questioned why the fuck there was a beach here. I'm telling you. Like, that is such a specific amount of information to give us. I would have not... I didn't even question the beach. I just went, okay, a beach. Until Oda gave us all this information. I was like, why the fuck is he giving us all this information about a beach? And then the trees eroding. That is specific. I'm telling you. We are going to be getting a reason for why we even got this, like, information about tree erosion. Like, this is Elbaf's big mighty tree and it's eroded. Yeah. There's clearly a reason here. Maybe the beach is actually the new member of the monster. Well, that depends. Did the beach cry when it saw Saul and Robin? Right? I mean, even the bubbles in Subodhi were specific because it was the Subodhi sticky grass. And then the way that island worked was bubbles, and then that went into Rayleigh being the fish coater, like the Fishman Island ship coater, with the bubbles on that island. It was more than just bubble be bubble, and let me explain bubble. There was a connection to the story through bubble. So again, the fish coater. Oda could have just shown us a beach. And I wouldn't have questioned it at all. But he didn't just do that. Yeah, the erosion is just, that is so interesting. Like, I'm saying, we are going to be getting a reason for why the fuck we were told the tree's eroding. The beach that makes the tree old. Oh yeah, he wanted the beach, but you're not listening to me. Yes, Oda wanted the beach. What I'm trying to say is he had no need to explain why there was a beach. He just had no need to explain that. We had an island of clouds. They rode a rainbow. None of that was explained. Why the fuck was a beach explained? Like, we weren't explained why it was so cold in the underworld. But a beach? Tree erosion. What? Like, we are going to be getting more information on why tree erosion. Like 1000%, that's why we got that information. He doesn't just give us information like that for the sake of information. He doesn't yap. Why would Kato come back to the surface? He's under a volcano. Zoro getting athlete's foot. Shut up. It's related, right? The fact it's the Atom Tree as well. It's definitely related. There's going to be a lot more to it than just, oh, tree erosion. Is it explained why there's a beach in Skypiea? I don't know anything about battle stuff. I don't know. Don't ask me. I don't know anything about battle stuff, about fights. I have no clue. I have no clue. I don't have an opinion. Is my answer. I don't have an opinion. I'm sorry. If it's about battles, fights, I have no idea. I'm not here for that. For me, the fights and stuff are just, okay, if they happen, they happen. His stinkmen. I do think Loki's stinkmen wash him. Stinky. I'm so interested in the stinkmen. I'm so interested in the stinkmen. You don't understand. Out of everything in Elbaf right now, the stinkmen are crazy. Also, I have dipped my intellect into fights. I have connected Conqueror's Haki to the emotions of a singular person. Why do they have Conqueror's Haki? Because they have a will inside them to conquer something. So people booed me. They booed me. They booed me about it and was like, no, Conqueror's Haki is just when you're really strong. And I was like, what the fuck? Even in my new video about Zoro that I'm making, I mentioned his Conqueror's Haki, and I'm telling you, people are not going to be happy about what I have to say. The One Piece, literally, the One Piece fights are only there to serve the narrative. I put my intelligence, my brain into One Piece fights. I did it when it comes to King and Zoro. I did it when it comes to Sanji and Queen, Robin and Black Maria. All the parallels and the connections that we're getting. The Queen and Sanji fight was fucking phenomenal because it was so story-driven. But people don't care about that. They don't care. They don't care about that. They just care about Kick. They care about his Kaido titanium, you know? I don't care. You guys know those are not the videos I make. Those aren't the videos I make. Conquer D's. Well, look, this is my unpopular opinion and what people really don't like when I say this. Oda doesn't care about these fights. It's been like, he cares in a story way, right? But when it comes to the moves they use, the haki, he does that willy-nilly, right? He is choosing specifically who has Conqueror's Haki, but he doesn't care to that extent. And he even said, well, he even said when he made Gear 5, and again, people don't like this, but he said it's boring to draw fights. He said the older you get, the more boring and tedious fights are. Like, Oda literally said, I'm at the age where I just don't want to draw fights anymore. And it's obvious, it's so clear. Every fight in every fight in Wano was so story-driven. Whole Cake Island only had a Katakuri fight. That's all it had. And the Katakuri fight was just there to be narrative. It was only there to serve a purpose between Luffy and Katakuri finding each other in each other, right? For multiple reasons. There were barely any fucking fights in Whole Cake Island except for Katakuri. The only fights in Wano were narratively driven. There was also Cracker and Luffy, that's true. But the fights in Wano were very narratively driven, insanely narratively driven, right? Like, that was mostly what they were there for. Egghead was just run. Oda actively skipped fights in Egghead because he clearly did not want to draw them. I'll always laugh at Sanji taking the bubble gun and bubbling Kaku and saying, no, we don't have time for this. Like, that's exactly what Oda was doing. That's exactly what Oda is doing. And now in Elbaf, this is when people going, what are the fights we're going to get in Elbaf? I'm sure we're going to get some fights. I just don't think it's going to be what people think it's going to be. Right? I really don't think that it's going to like be the big war that people think it's going to be. We already had our big war in Wano. The next big war is going to be the final arc. Lucci versus Zoro. Ah, yes. I also talk about that in the Zoro video. It's going to be interesting. Speaking of, I have to edit. Do you guys want to join me for editing? Oh, fuck. I have to write up. Hang on. Okay. Anyway, so if you guys like One Piece for the fights, I'm not like trying to make fun of you. I'm just saying I personally do not see the fights in One Piece as no, it's not that they're not important. I don't see them as anything specific to look at unless they are narratively driven, which they are. But like surface level wise, power wise, I don't see that as anything. I only care about the narrative significance of it. And that's it. Oh, the anime expanding on the fights, you know, I know why, but well, to be fair, the animation is beautiful sometimes. Like, the Egghead animation was beautiful. Like, I like fight choreography. I do. I enjoy it because I think it's so much talent. Fight choreography can be fun. Like, I like watching Sanji fight. I like watching Zoro fight. But it's not why I'm watching / reading One Piece, so it's just how it is. Anyways, if you like the fights, you like the fights. I'm just not here for that. But anyways, sorry, we got off track real bad, didn't we? Fantastic chapter. Fantastic chapter. It was a very, very good chapter. Very emotionally driven chapter. Insanely emotionally driven chapter. And we had... I will be making streams of the Zoro video. I will be. But I have to write up my thoughts for this chapter first. When it comes to this chapter, I honestly don't have much to say apart from the emotions behind it were just incredible. This is definitely one of Oda's best emotionally driven chapters for sure. This is like, again, these new chapters are just such rewards, not just for the characters, but for us. They are insane rewards for us. These are just buildings of his world. Vegapunk's speech is one of the best examples of how this is a culmination of Oda's art, of this world that he has built. He has done the time to build this world, to build these characters to such an extent, right? And now we're getting scenes like Vegapunk's speech, where Vegapunk talks to the entire world, and we feel it because we know this world. We've traveled with Luffy through this world. That is the reward That is Oda reaping the seeds that he has sown. Because he has been making this manga for 25 years. I really don't think there's any other manga that could do this. Because this is the world he's created. We are part of this world as much as the characters are now. So when Vegapunk talks to the world, we have that connection. Now, when we have Robin reconnecting with Saul, it has been years. It has been, God, how many years for us? Like, over 10, I know that much. Nearly 20, I think. 18, however many years it has been. This is like the reward for all this time, for this world and these characters that Oda has been writing. And not only that, what I really, really liked about this chapter is we have seen Robin becoming happy. We have seen her with the Straw Hats enjoying herself. Because the question could be, well, why couldn't he just have brought Saul back sooner? Right? Why couldn't Robin have seen Saul pre-time skip or something? Because it took us over 10 years, nearly 20 years, to watch Robin's progression, to watch Robin's happiness finally start to bloom. Every time we see a Robin chapter or a Robin panel with the Straw Hats, it's important. Every time. Skypiea was important, and his lobby in Water 7 was obviously, I'm just going to say Water 7. Water 7 was obviously important. The Foxy Pirate arc, Long Ring Longland, was fucking important in showing Robin enjoying herself with the Straw Hats. Hence why it really pisses me off when people are like, Long Ring Longland's not important. Yes, it fucking is. This is a character-driven story. Long Ring Longland was a character-driven arc. So much was it a character-driven arc. We watched Robin enjoy herself with the Straw Hats in that arc. She was having a fun time. That was the point, right? And then we get to Water 7. She wants to live. After that, we get to Thriller Bark. She is once again, she's feeling so comfortable around the Straw Hats. She's now dropped their titles. She's calling them by their names. After Thriller Bark, we get to Sabaody, where we see Robin is the last one to be blipped off the map by Kuma. And we have Luffy reaching out for Robin specifically. We earned that, right? Then from there, we get to Fishman Island, where Robin has changed her appearance, changed her look. So have all the Straw Hats, and they're all still going, wow, Robin, you look great. Wow, Robin, we've missed you so much after those 2 years. And after that, we get to Punk Hazard, as she explores the Punk Island, whatever the fuck it was, with the crew. And once again, she's mostly having fun. Boys? They're even in the cage, and she's like, whoa, this is so funny seeing you guys in the cage again. She's now joking about that terrible past that she had with the Straw Hats, right? She's not afraid to joke about that. Then from Punk Hazard, we go to Dressrosa, where she was specifically there to help Rebecca in that moment. She didn't have to fight on her own. She was helping someone who was in a similar situation as her, where she had to fight on her own. The Dressrosa fucking hated her. The city hated Rebecca. Dressrosa hated Rebecca. She was outed as like a monster and a terrible person, and that's who Robin specifically helped, right? Those were the parallels. Those were the mirrors with Robin and Rebecca. That was the whole point. And she didn't want Rebecca to know that she had been hurt and had suffered in that moment to help her, which she had. It was a beautiful scene, by the way, and a lot of people seem to forget about it, and it pisses me off. And then, of course, we go to Zoro, where they're all saying to like Robin, watch out, Robin, you're like the Zoro, the minks are going, watch out, Robin, you're like really intelligent, you know the pornoglyphs, the world government's going to want you. And Robin says, well, I'm not fussed, I'm not scared, I have my crew, I know they'll protect me. And they all go, oh, Robin, stop it, like they get flustered. And then from there, of course, Whole Cake Island. Then we get to Wano, and then at Wano we have Sanji yelling for Robin, please save me. And of course, Robin is as happy as can be. Black Maria is trying to tell Robin, they only want you for your brain. They only want you for intelligence. You're nothing to them. And she's saying, wrong, dickhead. You'll never understand what it is to be a Straw Hat. You'll never understand what it means for Sanji to have asked for my help. Then we got to Egghead, where they kept protecting her again, where she cried about Ohara being still alive in like the history books, and the whole of the Straw Hats were jumping in front of Robin saying, leave her alone, leave her alone. Now we're at Elbaf, where we finally meet Saul. All of these years of this protection and this love coming together, where we finally get her to see Saul, and she says to Saul, I just want to think about the nice things. And you know what those nice things are? The nice things that we have seen. The nice things we have watched Robin experience alongside her. This is the reward from those years of her hardship. She now has people who will love her, protect her. We have the proof. We have watched the proof. And now she is being hugged by Saul, and she can say to Saul, without any guilt, with a support system behind her, Saul, I missed you. Right? This is the point. Oda is so good at what he does because he waits. Oda is so happy to wait. He's happy to slowly drip feed us all this information, all these scenes, until we get to a point like Saul, until we get to this kind of chapter, and he can just fucking punch us because we've been through this journey with Robin, and we know how much this means to Robin, just like the Straw Hats know how much this means to Robin. And I'm telling you, only One Piece can do that right now. Other series, they can definitely do it, but it's the amount of time that Oda has invested in this series, the amount of love that Oda has invested in this series, is what makes his emotional scenes hit the way they do. Because he is not rushing. He is taking his time, and he wants us to enjoy that with these characters. And it works! It works! No matter what, it always works. Hence why, again, it really pisses me off when people think Oda just doesn't think about these things. It really peeves me when people think Oda doesn't consider any of this and he's just making it up. Yeah, he's making some of it up. He's a fictional writer. Of course he's fucking making it up. Everything's made up. It's about how he connects things and thinks about things, right? So, this chapter for Robin, it's something only One Piece can do. It's something only Oda can do. This simply would not have had the emotional impact it would have had it not been One Piece. Right? Duh. Would I prefer binging One Piece or weekly reading? It's a half-half. So it's something like Wano, to be fair, it just depends. So like through most of the arcs, I prefer the binge reading. But then we also get really good chapters such as this one. We get like Luffy's Gear 5 awakening, right? We get Kuma punching an elder, a celestial elder. Those kinds of chapters are such you have to be there chapters, right? Like, I love binge reading One Piece, but then there are also chapters where it's like, nah, you had to be there for that. Like, sometimes Oda does that weekly release very well. Very well, because it's such an event. And it makes you scream. Like, Kuma punching the shit out of the elder, that was such a, you had to be there for that. And ending it there so you couldn't continue it. You had to wait. That was perfect. That was just perfect because we had to sit on that and it was awesome. It was just awesome. I would actually say the beginning of the arc is what's for binge reading, honestly. I'd say the end of the arc is not for binge reading. I think the end of the arcs always work for weekly. I think the first part of the arcs are what need to be binge read. And you know why? Because it's the setup. And for a lot of people, that can feel very slow. Not always, but it can. And if you are a weekly reader and you're getting given all this information,
howdy do, boys.
You can forget it in the weekly read. Like, the reason a lot of people, in my opinion, didn't like Wano is because they read it weekly. And Wano had so much information to tell us. So when you go back and you reread Wano, especially the beginning of Wano, Acts 1 and 2 of Wano, that binge reading does wonders. It does wonders because there's so much information you're being told. And it is a fantastic page by page arc. And it's a fantastic page-by-page arc because you're finally understanding what's going on. I will not lie to you, every time I start a One Piece arc, I'm like, what the fuck is happening? I'm like, what is going on? I don't know. Like, Punk Hazard, I was lost. Brother, I was lost in Punk Hazard. I was like, I don't know why we're here. I don't know where we are. I don't know what's going on. Why are they kidnapping Straw Hats? Who the fuck is this guy? The samurai? What? Like, but then, of course, that binge experience made it so I could very quickly catch up. And I was like, oh... I love Punk Hazard. I thought Punk Hazard was hilarious. But, yeah, no, Wano Act 1... Wano was a very confusing start. It confused me. I was confused. Also, Wano's good for binge reading and One Piece in general because in Zoro they tell them, yeah, we're going to recruit the samurai. Bitch, I forgot. I forgot about that. So when they had all the straw hats and like the skies, I was like, what are they doing? I was like, why are they in disguise? What? And then they brought up again that they had to recruit samurai, and I was like, oh. Oh, that's right. I completely forgot about that. No wonder. So yeah. It's always good, I think, to binge read like the beginning of arcs, especially Wano. Right? Why is Zoro being tried for murder? What the fuck is happening? I was just so lost. I was so lost. I really cannot tell you how lost I was. I was gone. I was gone. I could not understand what was happening. Truly. Wano and Punk Hazard were my two most confusing starts to an arc for sure. I just did not know what was happening. Oh, probably Alabaster as well, but that's only because Alabaster was like the first like major arc within the Grand Line. And they were like, Vivi's the princess. I remember Anna and I were like, what? What the fuck is happening? Alabaster, what are they talking about? But binge reads for One Piece are just perfect. They're perfect. If you think you don't like an arc, go back and reread it. You will like it. Like, I'm saying this without fail, you will like it. You find so much to appreciate when you go back and reread an arc. Like Oda, you feel, yeah, he knew what he was doing. He knew everything he was doing. He just doesn't like showing all his cards to begin with. Early Whole Cake was less confusing because we had the context of Big Mom has come to kidnap Sanji, and now Sanji's being shipped off to Whole Cake Island. And I was like, okay, like, yeah, I got it. He's being shipped off to get married. There really wasn't much to think about there. It was like, you got it. All right, off we go. And then I opened with a song number and I was like, yippee. Zoro was also confusing. I was like, Big Elephant, why? Big Elephant confused me. And also the way they were talking to the elephant, I was like, what? I love One Piece, but the confusion it gives me sometimes is just, what? Why is this happening? Why? I don't understand. And then you get to the end and you go, oh, okay. Thriller Bark was crazy. Oda, look, what Oda likes to do, one of my things is, I think one of the reasons a lot of people don't like Skypiea, anime aside, I'm talking about the manga, is because Skypiea was many things to begin with, but it was one of Oda's first, like, mysteries. Alabaster with Whiskey Peak. At the beginning, Whiskey Peak or Alabaster, it can be a little confusing, but we get all the information from Vivi from the get-go. So she goes, yeah, I'm the princess of Alabaster. Crocodile's fucking up my country. I need to get back there now. Revolt, blah, blah, blah. Okay, all this shit. And you're like, okay, we're good to go. Skypiea, he did no such thing. Skypiea, we had absolutely no idea what was happening until like the middle to near end of the arc. We had none. We just had none. And Oda was very ambitious with Skypiea, and in my opinion, it paid off. So Skypiea is one of my favorite arcs because he decided to sit. He decided to let things sit. And he didn't want to say anything. Like when Wiper, I believe it was, just popped out of the clouds, beat the shit out of Zoro, Luffy, and Sanji, and then vanished. You're like, what the fuck was that? What was that? Even Nami says to the three of them, what was that? Like, you are so confused at the beginning of Skypiea because where are we? What is happening? What is going on? We are looking for a Shandia bell. What is with this civilization up here, you know? Or that golden bell. Like, what the hell is going on? And Oda didn't reveal any of his cards until so late in the game because he didn't want to. We didn't even know why that snake mattered. We didn't even know it mattered until the near end of the arc, where Luffy was finally about to ring that bell. And then you go, oh, that's why the snake was so focused on, right? You don't always get all the information at once, no. But I think the issue is with shonen a lot of the time, yes, you do. Or you don't get it all at once, you get it very quickly. You tend to get it very quickly. But Oda enjoys throwing us into a random area and then not telling us anything for such a long amount of time. He is very happy waiting like months to even years to tell us anything about anything. I was pretty sure we were not going to know anything about like Legoland for a very long time. And now I know why Legoland was so quick, because Legoland was not the mystery. The mystery is Elbaf. What the fuck is going on in Elbaf is the mystery. Yeah, it's organic. We're following the crew. We're not meant to know any of this stuff. Skypiea was incredible. Skypiea, in my opinion, was a risk on Oda's behalf, and it paid off. I think it paid off anyways. But my point is, this chapter is not possible had this not been One Piece. It's just, that's it. The risk was Oda losing his readers because Skypiea was too confusing. Hello, Forest. And I don't mean confusing as in confusing, like, ooh, scary, confusing as in, oh, everyone's too dumb. I'm saying he just wasn't revealing enough information in a timely manner for a lot of people. And no, shonen does not do that. Shonen doesn't tend to hold off on information for that long. At least in my experience, it doesn't. From what I've read, it doesn't. So, in my opinion, Skypiea was a risk for Oda. And the risk was, by not giving that information, you are confusing the readers for too long, and the readers will lose interest. Because they think what they're reading doesn't make sense. But it worked. I think Skypiea is a fantastic arc. Anyways, I have to write up my dissertation on chapter 1133.
Howdy do, boys!
Thank you. Thank you for the subs, everyone. Thank you for the follows. I appreciate it. I may be back to edit, but I'm a bit concerned because I do have an appointment to go to tomorrow at 1 p.m. and it's currently 2 a.m. We'll see. I'll write up my chapter dissertation. Okay. How dare you say Wiper's character was stupid? Oh my god, ban them. Get rid of them. Buster call them. How dare you? Wiper is one of my favorite characters ever. Oh my god, ever. He is one of my favorite characters ever. You have no idea who you just said that to. You have no idea who you just said that to. Wiper, get behind me. Oh my god, Wiper, get behind me. You don't deserve that. Anyways. I love Wiper. I love Wiper. Okay. We'll move on. We'll move on. I gotta go. I gotta write up about this chapter. Let me get my box. Ooh. Ooh. Also, someone said, why do you like Wiper so much? Because I really felt for him. Whoops. I felt so bad for him. so terrible for him. What he was going through was just such an uphill battle, and he couldn't see any way to win. Ever. Like, I just felt the extreme struggle this poor man was facing, and it just really made me feel for him. But, that aside, let's get out of here. I'm gonna go write my thingamabob, my chapter, 1133, and depending on what time it is when I finish that, we'll see if I can edit on the stream, okay? You'll know because I'll release a statement about editing. Okay. Bye bye. Bye 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 bye.